Alright, so this is going to be a Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and as well a Virgo Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading January 25th to January 31st, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, guys, or you want to take one of my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website from which you can do both of these things. So with that being said, let's move straight away to the reading. And the first card for Virgo, that is going to be the Moon card. Moving next, we do have the Tower, followed by the Eight of Swords. Afterwards, we do have the Queen of Wands, and the last one we do have, that is going to be the Two of Wands. Okay, so those 5 cards. Oh, and it's quite of an interesting thing. Well, at first it's gonna look rather very, very scary, okay? Our first card that we do have it is the Moon. And the Moon card here shows that right at the start of the week, you're going to start feeling very uncertain and very insecure. You wouldn't know how things are going to develop, either within your career or within your relationship. And the thing with the Moon is that, you know, the circumstances that are making you uncertain and insecure, they have not been boiled up at that particular stage enough so one can be certain how the thing is going to develop moving forward. One thing only is certain about the Moon card, that you had made your choice and you got to keep up with that choice moving forward. That's why in these stages people can feel very emotionally unstable, to a point where you can start fantasizing things, okay, like fantasizing the doom and gloom, or fantasizing the best possible case scenario, which is totally out of touch with the reality. So it will be best, when you are experiencing the Moon card moving forward, it is to try to calm yourself down and try to, how can I say, to stick with what you already know to be true. And just don't presume things for the future, because in one or another way, you're going to end up disappointed at the end. Because, yeah, I mean, some of your presumptions may come true, but not all of them. For, like I said, the circumstances right now, they are pretty much shrouded in mystery, and none knows how things is going to unfold moving forward into the future. Or in other words, the right choice, the right decision, or the right course of action at that particular stage at the start of your week, Virgo, is going to be anybody's guess. And right after that, we do have the Tower card. And the Tower card always signifies very uncomfortable and unpleasant symptoms of your situations. This is something totally unexpected. That could be, for example, having, let's say, a beautiful work, beautiful job, and suddenly it comes to you the note that the company is going bankruptcy, and soon you all have to start looking for another job. That could be, say, you do have a fantastic marriage or a fantastic relationship, and you're really, really happy in it. And that is your crush. Here coming you crush on somebody, and it's just stronger than you are. That could be as well the unplanned pregnancy, again, into relationship. You have fun with the guy or with the woman, and suddenly it's you or your partner ends up pregnant. That could be as well the realization one morning that you're not happy in that relationship and you have to do something about it. The thing is that it comes sudden, it comes very, very unexpected, and you know, the circumstances are in such fashion that you can't do anything about than embracing them. By embracing the circumstances, the whole situation is gonna throw you in a state where you are gonna be very unfamiliar with. It's gonna make you act in regards to your life or in regards to the circumstances like you never acted before. You never thought that you were gonna be in a such situation or in a such position. But at the end of the day, this card, its whole reason is to shake down the foundations of your life, because you have built them so strong, or rather like so stiff, I would say, that it doesn't allow you to unfold into that direction any longer in terms of love or in terms of career. So your company that you were working into had to go bankruptcy, because you wouldn't go search for another job, but the current company will never going to allow you to grow anymore further. You had to fall in love with somebody else because your relationship would not develop any further. You know, the whole purpose of this card is that the universe makes the tough calls for you, and it allows you to grow, even though you are going to grow through unpleasant symptoms and circumstances that you would define at that stage very bad. And right after that, we do have the Eight of Swords. And this is the soberness, or rather like the shaking off the initial shock of the Tower card that hits you here. And that is recognizing the truth of the situation that I just spoke about, that, you know, you would never grow into that company if it hadn't bankrupt. That is just for example, right? Or that you would never marry with the person you love if you didn't go pregnant, or if you didn't become pregnant, or if your girlfriend didn't become pregnant. That you would never experience the fullness of relationship if you haven't had a crush into somebody else. That is just recognizing the truth about the situation and not being ignorant for it any longer. It's like freeing yourself from the guilt, for example. It's like freeing yourself from the disappointment. It's like freeing yourself from the deception that you have bestowed upon yourself beforehand, because this deception is exactly the barrier, the wall, the self-imposed limitation for you to grow into your life. For this card, what I like to say is that if the truth makes you free, then what the denial of it makes you really. And the Tower card comes about so you can see the truth for what truly is in its all ugly faces out there. And once you do accept it, once you do recognize it, then it's pretty much your life opens up, and you can make it much wider than it is right now. Moving next, right after the Eight of Swords, we do have the Queen of Wands, and that is a person that we do have here that you may know currently, or that it is someone that steps in at that point, and that you are just about to get introduced into. And depending on how these previous cards are unfolding for you, this person could be a few different things. So that could be the person that you had a crush into, and that you are about to have a crush into. And this person, they are very, how can I say, they are very, the word is not energetic. They are handsome, and also they have the tendency to attract everybody around. But for some reason, you know, this individual here with the Queen of Wands, they see all the good and the bad stuff in you. And the thing is that they are okay with either. Okay, they know how to amplify your good character traits, and they know how to tackle and deal with the negative character traits. While good and negative, or positive and negative traits, are very subjective, because a good trait for one, it's a bad trait for another. But in generally, this person, I would say that way, takes you for who you are, and it's ready to deal with that, with all of it. Another thing about this person is that they know very much, you know, what you need, and not what you are expecting, but how to utilize you best, in terms of, you know, how to make you happy, how to make you cheerful, how to ignite your passion, and etc, etc. Now, should that be about business, then this person is somebody with very astute business sense that knows how you can become successful with them, of course, okay? And right after, for example, you hear that your company is bankrupt or that the client is withdrawing all of the purchase orders, which pretty much is going to shock you and so on and so forth, that person steps in and pretty much offers you something new to work upon, to fight for in terms of a career development. And believe me, Queen of Wands, when they tells you that something can be done and when they tells you that you can be successful in it, they are speaking the truth. Especially if that's a counselor or advisor or somebody that you can follow as a guide, they are going to divulge you the recipe of success here, and it falls up to you to follow it. These people, they are leaders, naturally born leaders, but the only negative trait that they do have, jealousy, and they want to be always into the center of the thing. They want to be the center of the company, they want to be the center of the project, they want to be the center of the relationship, and so on and so forth. And at the end here for you, Virgo, we do have the Two of Wands. And this is the realization, if you will, of how far you have reached thus far. Recognizing that you have a good foundation, so rather like you can step on a good achievements, either of your career or either of your relationship, like a good experiences, very useful experiences that you do have up until now. But you can grow even further, especially having the Queen of Wands type of individual by your side. And at the end of the week here with the Two of Wands and having the Queen of Wands by your side together, you're going to start looking forward or looking around, reconnoitering, if you will, for a how and when you can expand on either your relationship, either your career, when and how to make the decisive moves, if you will. Also, the Two of Wands is going to uplift your spirit. The energy of the Two of Wands is going to uplift your spirit, because at that point towards the end of the week, despite of how much darkness the Tower card brought into your life, at that point you are going to start remembering your goal, you know, at the end of the week here, and you're not going to allow this predicament, if you will, to shroud into, again, darkness, the path moving forward toward your goal. And instead of feeling self-pity, of feeling helpless as well, you are going to undertake here the initiative, recognizing that you are actually good at what you are doing, that you are attractive in your love field, and so on and so forth, and cash in on those traits, or rather like put those traits into action, into work, and they are going to give results at the end. So that being said, Virgo, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we shall see each other next time. Until then, bye.